Hello, and welcome to another The Hard Way Urbans video. In this video, we are putting a bed liner in our 95 Toyota Tacoma. We bought her a couple of years ago, and she doesn't need much, but the bed was pretty gross and rusted and scraped up. So we're deciding just to put a Herculiner in. The first step is to get all of the glossy paint off and to scrape off most of the rust and to just kind of scuff it up so that it sticks better. So I'm just using a power sander first, much to probably Mr. Irvin's chagrin. We're always doing projects, so here's another one. And then I'm just hand sanding with just a block and some rough grit sandpaper. It says don't use anything finer than 100, and I think this is 80 or 40. I can't really remember, but it's doing the job. I think we're the third owner of this truck, and it's been a really good truck, so we're just trying to take good care of her. So I'm just power washing everything now, just making sure all the grit and grime is out and all the little particles from the paint is gone. And then we let it dry for about a day. So the first step, it says, is to use the brush that's included. So you have to stir it really well, pour it into a tray, and then you use the brush. So you have to get that into all of the corners. And then we're putting it around the top and on the top of the tailgate as well. That was pretty gross and scuffed up as well. The brush works a whole lot better than the roller, just a heads up. You do want to wear gloves. But you can use fingernail polish remover. It's also called acetone if you get any on you. I did notice that because we got some on our hands, and I got some on my leg. Obviously, we're doing this outside. It's really strong vapors, so you might want to use a mask. We're just tag teaming this. I'm using the brush to get into all the cracks, and he is using the roller. So you start on the back and the sides, and then you work to the bottom of the bed and out so you don't paint yourself in. And it gets really sticky really fast. I did a pretty good job on the tape line. I wish I would have pushed it in a little bit harder. Just the top where it touches the Herculiner, it just wasn't quite sealed enough to make a perfect line. There's just a little bit of bleed through. It'll probably rub off over time, but it's barely noticeable, probably to most people, but I notice it, so that's just a tip. Also, when you're done with the first coat, it says to wait 1 to 4 hours until it's not tacky. We had to wait till the next day because it got too late and it was still tacky. So I took the brush and wrapped it in plastic really, really tight and put it in the refrigerator. If you don't do that, the brush will just dry rock hard and you can't use it again. This is the next day and we're just doing the second coat. So we're doing the same thing. We're kind of double teaming it. I'm using the brush and he's using the roller, and then we switch off. We thought we were going to have extra, but really we used the very last drop of it. And I think the brush works better than the roller. So I would use the roller for the big majority of it, and then just take the brush and kind of mush it into all of the spots and make sure that it's in there. Our truck is obviously white, so it's going to show through more. If you have a darker truck, it may not show through as much, but we noticed some thin spots, and so we really were just trying to make sure that the second coat was going to be the last one we had to do because we didn't have any more and we don't want to buy any more. So we're just going back over everything. We're finding spots that are thin or we can see the white, and we're just smushing it as much as possible. And then we're rolling and using the brush and just really using every last drop. All right, and here it is. It's not professional, but I think we did a pretty good job. We have a little before and after as well. Just for comparison, here's the before, and then we have the after coming up. Oh, there was so much rust on it. Once again, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.